Hello, you're all very welcome here to Ferrycarrig Park for live coverage of the FAI Schools Senior Cup semi-final between Delasalle of Waterford and St Mary's CBS of Enniscorthy. It's a very, very sunny day here in County Wexford, and conditions here are very good for a game. There's no wind, the sun is shining, the underfoot conditions are good. So we're all set hopefully for what will be a very entertaining semi-final. And I'm delighted to be joined by Nicky Murphy. Nicky, what sort of game would you expect to see here today?
Well, hopefully it'll be a very good, exciting game. We're doing a small bit of homework on some of the Waterford lads, and quite a few of them are playing with Waterford FC and our Irish internationals. And the Enniscorthy CBS have the whole pick of any young lad around Enniscorthy, so a lot of them are playing at a high standard as well. So it should be a good day, hopefully, anyway.
And just to run down through the line-outs then, the St Mary's CBS 1 to 11 are number 1 Paul Burns, 2 Jamie Donnelly, 3 Jamie Keeley-Gregory, 4 Killian Murphy, 5 Bill Pear, 6 Fionn Walsh, 7 Sean Fitzpatrick, 8 Tig English, 9 Liam Doyle, 10 Shane Cullen and 11 Dapo Abedoye. And the Delasalle 1 to 11, Dara Kavanagh, Matthew Elliott, Sean Hearn, Jack Toomey, Matthias Grinnis, Alessandro De Sanctis, Romeo Akachukwa, Anthony Ebenoye, Shane O'Brien, Anthony Adenopo, Evan Ryan, Evan Ryan, and then the subs are Ziggy Galvin, Jake Lacey Keane, Michael Carroll, Conor McCabe and Adam Queally. So we're almost ready to go here, and it seems as though Enniscorthy CBS are going to play from left to right as we look at.
Yeah, it looks like that, and in fairness we've a very experienced official in Mark Hogan here today as well, so Mark is well used to doing big games. So Waterford team look quite big, look quite powerful, don't they?
They certainly do. Both sides are almost ready to go. The linesmen are just checking everything is okay. Liam Doyle standing over the ball in the centre circle. And we're almost ready to go.
It's great Peter to see soccer played in the CBS in Enniscorthy. They went a long time without a football team down there. There was predominantly hurling and football.
Yeah, and there's been some good success in the last couple of years as well, Nicky.
Yeah, they have since they've gone in. It's great to see it.
And there's a good, I suppose, home support with Enniscorthy CBS being only 15 minutes away from here. There's plenty of students in the stand at the far side, are making plenty of noise at the far side as well, as the game is underway and the 2 number 7s are over there, and an early opportunity for Delasalle to have a bit of possession. The ball forward was a little bit loose and out for a Enniscorthy throw in.
Yeah, two teams just squaring up to each other a little bit at the minute, aren't they? They're going to be nervous and trying to touch base with each other. A couple of minutes you'll see how they're going to set up.
Jamie Donnelly with the long throw, carries all the way as far as the Delasalle sweeper. The ball sent in towards the goalkeeper, Dara Kavanagh, who was under a little bit of pressure there but managed to get the clearance. Well won back, St Mary's CBS. Shane Cullen with the pass over towards the far side, sent in towards the edge of the box, but there's a bit of confusion there in the Delasalle defence. Back out to Shane Cullen again. He's been challenged there by Jack Toomey, and the ball is back with Delasalle. Good defending by Toomey that time.
Yeah, very good defending by Toomey. Toomey, I think, is one of the players that we've been noted to keep a lookout for. He's meant to be an excellent chap.
Evan Ryan now with the ball into the middle. Good turn by Shane O'Brien, and there was a foul on O'Brien, and I suppose the first real opportunity to set up a proper attack.
Yeah, definitely. It could well be in shooting range here, especially on a fine day. There's no wind, so he's maybe 30 yards out, but potentially he could test the goalkeeper on this.
So it's going to be Evan Ryan. Looks as though he's going to shape up for the shot. Paul Burns in the CBS goal is preparing the wall just at the edge of the...
Paul's a very good goalkeeper who's captain of the youths under 18 team this year.
And it's well blocked by the wall. Back to Ryan again, in towards the edge of the box, but sent back out. Falls here to Anthony Adenopo. Over to the far side. Won back by St Mary's CBS. The long ball forward is going to carry a little bit far. The centre back, Matthias Grinnis, plays it back to Dara Kavanagh, and Delasalle can build from the back again.
Yeah, it looks like Enniscorthy CBS, should I say, seem content to allow Delasalle have the ball across the back. So they're content enough to let them play out and set up.
And a long ball forward now, maybe there's a chance. Sean Fitzpatrick trying to run onto it as well, dealt with there by Tony Ebenoye. Ball is out over the sideline, the far side, and the home support here are very pleased with that. And St Mary's CBS have a throw in at the far side. And that ball has gone out for a kick out. The clock on the screen is we were slightly a bit slow on pressing the start button, Nicky. So if you're looking at it, there's an extra minute or two gone at home on the clock on the screen. But we'll hopefully get right for the second half, and there won't be any nervous moments towards the end.
That's it. Lara had one job to do. It's a great ball.
Evan Ryan here with a chance to run onto this one. Jamie Donnelly trying to put the pressure on and keep him out. Ryan plays it across, tried to do the 1-2 there, but it's well won back by Jamie Donnelly.
Yeah, Jamie, Shamrock Rovers player in Enniscorthy there. He's a good chap and an excellent golfer.
Evan Ryan, who started this game brightly, has won it back for Delasalle. He has a bit of support on both sides. Anthony Adenopo.
Well done.
And it came off Adenopo last and out for a Enniscorthy throw-in.
Yeah, Tig is a big chap there in midfield, so he should be able to match them for strength. And he's well able to play football, is Tig.
Jamie Donnelly forward towards Liam Doyle, but it's won back. Matthias Grinnis does well, plays it back to the goalkeeper again. Goalkeeper appears to be good with the ball at his feet anyway so far.
Yeah, he's an Irish international underage, so he'd have to be comfortable the way with the ball at his feet, as everybody now wants to play the Barcelona way and start up from the back. So that's a job for goalkeepers nowadays, is with the ball at their feet.
Sean Hearn. Back to Hearn again. There was a foul on Evan Ryan, and Delasalle have an opportunity. Taken quickly. Back as far as Matthias Grinnis across into the middle. Jamie Donnelly gets there with the foot to intercept it, out for another throw-in.
Yeah, the game is settling. It's a little bit scrappy. It looks quite like both teams have set up with a 4-3-3. Well, Enniscorthy CBS are definitely with Dapo, Sean Fitzpatrick and Liam pushing up through the middle. It looks like Waterford are settling something similar as well.
And it's back here now with Matthias Grinnis. Forward to the captain, Alessandro De Sanctis, who's going to go for the long ball. This is a good opportunity if the control is good. Fionn Walsh is there for St Mary's CBS and Anthony Adenopo. And I suppose Walsh did well in the end to turn the Delasalle attacker backwards. But that's a good ball in. Jamie Donnelly is there to clear it at the back post. And dangerous moments there for St Mary's CBS.
Definitely dangerous. Dapo is very quick now, and he should be able to take his man on here.
Good control there by Dapo Abedoye across into the middle, and it just couldn't get under control for Liam Doyle there, and the opportunity is maybe lost for now. But out here towards Shane Cullen. Good endeavour there by Anthony Adenopo to win it back for Delasalle, and the game is beginning to liven up a little bit now.
Yeah, definitely. Enniscorthy CBS should definitely keep an eye on that long ball that Sanchez is, after playing two of them now over the top. They can't give him the luxury. Obviously, he's a very good passer of the ball.
Jack Toomey on it now, outside of the boot forward, but Jamie Donnelly is there to intercept it again. Killian Murphy's clearance maybe didn't go quite as far as he had hoped. The second clearance certainly went far enough. Liam Doyle is chasing after it, trying to put the pressure on, but that was very calmly dealt with there by Tony Ebenoye there at the back.
Yeah, he looks decent, number 8, Tony. He's a big unit, but he looks quite comfortable on the ball as well, as do all of Waterford's players. Ooh.
And a collision at the far side there between Jamie Keeley-Gregory and Romeo Akachukwa. Keeley Gregory is still down injured as Bill Pear wins it for CBS and plays it out over the sideline.
Yeah, it'd take a lot for Jamie to stay down. Jamie was left back on Pádraig Guihi's under-18 county squad this year, and he done a great job in helping them to get to the All-Ireland semi-final. He also is part of the Shamrock Rovers squad that is playing in the Leinster semi-final up in Drogheda this Sunday coming. So he's well used to playing in big games, is Jamie. He originally from Ballymourne. He signed for Shamrock Rovers a few years ago.
So a little bit of concern here. Hopefully he'll be okay to continue. I thought it was a good strong challenge for the ball, and obviously whatever way it just, maybe there was a bit of a knock in it, or maybe it fell awkwardly or something, but I thought it was a fair challenge for the ball, I thought.
It was definitely a fair challenge. I think just the other chap was a little bit stronger, and Jamie, I think, banged his head off the ground more than the challenge, I think. So he looks like he's okay. He's back up on his hunkers there, so hopefully he'll be good to go. Delasalle have great experience on the line, Peter.
They certainly have. Well, they've certainly top-class sporting experience there. Kevin Moore and Philip Mahoney, two very experienced Waterford senior hurlers. And regardless of the sport, I think, Nicky, having the experience of a big day, a big match, and helping the youngsters through it and helping them prepare for it, a lot of the skills that are needed to do that well are transferable from one sport to the other.
Oh, 100%, Peter, absolutely. And they don't come much more than them lads. They've hurled in front of massive crowds and hurled on big days, and I'm sure they're a calming influence in around the dressing room and things like that when people are getting a little bit hot under the collar. But it's great to see them being part of it and trying another sport as well.
So temporarily Enniscorthy are down to 10 men as Jamie Keely-Gregory is receiving a bit of attention, but at the other end of the field there was almost an opportunity there for Liam Doyle, but some good defending at the back from Delasalle again. Bill Pear with the clearance over as far as Matthew Elliott. And
Bill is actually after settling. He normally plays most of his club football centre forward. He's playing centre half today, and he's after settling in. He's playing quite well.
Well done in the middle of the field by Jack Toomey there, and this has set up an opportunity for Delasalle. The trigger is pulled there by Romeo Akachukwa, but it just tails off to the left and wide.
In fairness to Delasalle, they've seen a weakness there when Jamie left. Tig English is filling in left back there, but they went straight down that channel and they very nearly got in, so the CBS will have to look to try and get Jamie Kiley back in left back or make a permanent switch.
So first kick out of the game, Paul Burns to take it. And rising highest there was Alessandro De Sanctis there, and a battle for possession in the middle of the field is won by Enniscorthy CBS, but it's quickly back with Delasalle. Matthias Skrinnis forward as far as De Sanctis. Tries to pick out Evan Ryan at the far side, but the ball is just a little bit wide of the mark there.
Just off the mark, all right. Both teams, I thought they were going to settle down, but they still seem to be a little bit nervous. Nobody's given anybody an inch just yet, and I'm sure it'll settle down now. It's been scrappy enough so far, but
Sean Hearn with the header. A bit of confusion there in the Delasalle defence gives St Mary's CBS the opportunity to go on the attack. Sean Fitzpatrick with it. Being tracked there by Matthew Elliott, and the ball in from Fitzpatrick is very much astray and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Sean is an Irish international himself, so I'm sure he'd have been mixing with some of these lads off the Delasalle squad. He's playing quite a lot of football up in Dublin now at the moment, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing Sean today. I haven't seen him play in a couple of years since he moved up to play in Dublin, so it's my first opportunity of seeing him in a while.
We can see the tactic. Well, it looked for a moment as though the tactic for Delasalle was to go really short with the kick out, but maybe they've changed that for the moment.
It does. My eyes, it's too short. If they're playing past in the 6-yard box, better chance of conceding a goal. I much prefer it moved out the field further.
Ball here with Liam Doyle. Plays it back to Jamie Donnelly, but he was a little bit lax on it there, and it was robbed from him by Anthony Adenopo, but only out as far as the line for a throw in, and there's another injury.
Bill
Pear is down injured now.
Bill has been struggling with that ankle for a little while. He's missed a few games with Shamrock Rovers this year over the ankle. 2 games in a week might be a little bit too much for him, maybe, with the injury.
So as one injured player was able to return to the action, Jamie Keeley-Gregory, we have another one now for St Mary's CBS, Bill Pear.
It won't help the game with so many stoppages at the minute, so it's very hard to get a free-flowing game.
Yeah, it has been quite stop-start, no fault of the referee really, but it's just been that nature so far anyway, which takes the momentum out from both sides really.
It definitely does, and these guys had a massive game. Sure, they only won their Leinster title in during the week, so such a short turnaround, it's very, very tough for them.
So Bill Pear is limping fairly gingerly looking to the line there, and I'm just looking to see is there any activity there in terms of subs being sent to warm up or anything, but not yet anyway.
No, nothing as of yet.
Challenge for possession is won there by Liam Doyle. Good chance for Shane Cullen now. The shot is taken and it's saved. I think a great save by Dara Kavanagh in the Delasalle goal. It out for a corner, but fantastic opportunity there, and Kavanagh had to be at full stretch to get his fingertips to that one, Nicky.
In fairness, it was a fantastic save. I thought he was beaten. I thought he was well beaten. It was a fantastic save. But Waterford, Delasalle just switched off for the split second, and in fairness to Shane, he nipped in behind, and he done everything right. He put it in the far corner, made the goalkeeper make a save, and a fantastic save.
So the corner is taken, but it's not really a good one. The fans at the far side are appealing for a handball, but we certainly couldn't see it well enough from here to tell one way or the other. But
Mark Hogan never even looked. He had no interest, the referee, so you can always tell from their reaction sometimes.
A very long throw in. Falls here to Dapo Abadoye. The shot, the ball just wouldn't come out from under his feet there, Nicky.
No, it was right in under his feet, but at least he got the shot out and he made the keeper do something anyway.
And Bill Pear with the strong header on it plays it over into the path of Jamie Keeley-Gregory. Ball forward. Matthias Grinnis is there for Delasalle. Liam Doyle trying to put the pressure on, and I suppose on the balance of play in the first few minutes here, Nicky, it seems as Enniscorthy are getting slightly the better of it.
Yeah, they have. Bar the 2 long opportunities, long passes that De Sanchez made, Enniscorthy have probably played. They've created a chance anyway, and they're well in this game. Even though Delasalle would have been firm favourites coming into today, the lads are well in the game at the minute.
Jack Toomey tries to pick out a pass further forward, and well dealt with in the goal by Paul Burns. He had to be quick off his line.
Paul done well there. He seen the opportunity there, and he came out and smothered it very quick. It was very good goalkeeping. Both goalkeepers are excellent.
And another example of that long ball causing a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, they're going to have to step up on that. Look at it. That's 3 opportunities they're after creating now, but they will get one that they could punish in. And big games like these, normally it only comes down to a goal. So they're going to have to do something on that.
Evan Ryan here with the back heel into the path of the on-running Sean Hearn, but Dapo Abadoye is there to win it back, and it's lost again. Good battle for possession. Ryan ends up on the ground. Calm play there by Jamie Donnelly. The clearance is down as far as Matthias Grinnis.
He looks excellent, Matthias, doesn't he? He looks like a really good footballer.
And very calm in possession as well, I think, Nicky.
He's looked excellent so far anyway today.
Bill Pear up with the header again. Jack Toomey replies in kind. Bit of pinball now as we've had 4 or 5 headers in a row. And finally Bill Pear gets a longer clearance on it.
Bill got rid of it. I'm sure if he was centre forward, he'd be given out if a centre half was playing that ball up to him. He's not giving him much of an opportunity, but at least it's out of his danger zone, I suppose.
So it's Matthias Grinnis again. Alessandro De Sanctis forward. Evan Ryan, good first touch to get it under control. Still Ryan. And Jamie Donnelly deflects it over the line. And I think the referee just thought maybe that came off the studs of Ryan last as Donnelly was clearing it off him. Long throw. Sent forward by Sean Hearn. Jack Toomey now with the head up. He's played a couple of these good long balls in. Almost comes off there, but Tig English is there to win it back for Enniscorthy. English again. Sent over towards the far side. Jamie Keely-Gregory just
loose ball.
Gets caught in possession there. Loose ball and a chance for Delasalle to attack again. Maybe a loose ball of their own now across the middle. Good defending by Tig English to put the pressure on. And we've seen, I suppose, 3 or 4 loose balls in a row there, Nicky.
Yeah, it's still quite scrappy. For the amount of talent on the pitch, it's very rushed at the minute. Nobody has really settled and tried to grab the game by the scruff of the neck just yet.
Long ball forward from Jamie Donnelly. Solid header from Tony Ebenoye, and Ebenoye is there to bring it forward.
Somebody's going to have to meet him.
The touch was a bit heavy there and gave an opportunity to Tig English to win it back. Jack Toomey has the head up forward to Shane O'Brien. Back to Toomey again. He tries the outside of the boot, and again Paul Byrne spot the danger quickly and out off the line.
That's probably the best piece of play so far in the game. Waterford were patient with it for a little while, and they done quite well there and opened up Wexford, but Paul was very quick to react again.
And I said a few minutes ago that St Mary's CBS might have been getting the better of it. I think on the balance now Delasalle are probably getting the better of it, Nicky.
Yeah, the minute we said that it kind of swung around, but here's that long ball again that they've been trying, but no, Waterford, they do seem a little bit more comfortable since that break in play where we were speaking, and they've settled now a little bit.
And the Lions women's flag is up. Romeo Akachuko with the ball there, just there's an offside. Sorry, I thought it was out for a line ball. It was very close to the line, but an offside flag is up.
Yeah. Paul is coming out to kick it, and Paul's kicking is normally excellent. He's played quite a few games with Shamrock Rovers A team this year. He's fighting with Lee Murphy for the number 1 spot. So he's well used to playing in big games. He played a couple of massive games this year. One day against the Mine, he was excellent. So he's a very good young up-and-coming keeper.
Forward to Tig English, who tries to take it down on his chest, but just couldn't manage it, and out for a throw-in to Delasalle. And another one, a bit further up. Bill Pear got his head to it.
Patient build-up from Delasalle again. They just seem to be waiting to suck him out, don't they, and then deliver that long ball out over the top.
Yeah, they're keen to create that space in around the centre circle there to run into. As Matthias Grinnis brings this one forward again. Dapo Abadoye onto it. Ball is played forward, but a little bit out of the reach of Sean Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Dapo and Sean are I would think, with the two most dangerous players for CBS, and they haven't got into the game yet. It's another long ball again. Jamie.
Well read by Jamie Donnelly, and Evan Ryan got the last touch to it, and it's out for a goal kick.
Looks like the CBS are after making a small change. I think Dapo's gone in centre forward, and Liam has come out onto the right wing here. So maybe Dapo might be going in there to put a bit of pressure on the two centre halves.
Test them for speed, perhaps, maybe.
Definitely test him for speed, but he should be buzzing around him. They won't be on the ball as easy, hopefully.
And that one comes off the shoulder of Dapo there, and Delasalle, Jack Toomey plays it into the middle. Chance now for Romeo Akachukwa. Ball bobbles around, falls at the far side. Good defending by Fionn Walsh. Manages to keep it in play as well. Good ball forward. Sean Fitzpatrick plays it back, but it's a loose ball back. The Sanctus with it now, plays it back as far as Jack Toomey. Over here to Sean Hearn. And well intercepted by Jamie Donnelly.
Yeah, it looked like it was after getting over Jamie's head, but he adjusted his feet quite well just to stop it. Because that number 9 was sneaking in behind him.
Anthony Adenopo now. Powerful run, a shot is taken, a good block by Bill Pear, falls to Jack Toomey. The pressure is coming on. Shane Cullen with it now, and St Mary's CBS have the chance to go on the attack. Ball forward to Liam Doyle. Can he get around? Tony Ebanoye, there's an advantage here. Chance. Sean Fitzpatrick, good save by Dara Fitzpatrick, and it falls luckily for Delasalle out to one of their defenders. And the danger is clear for now, and maybe there's an attack at the other end. Shane O'Brien chases after this one. He needs a bit of support. He's outnumbered certainly here by the St Mary's CBS defence, and the defenders do well. Killian Murphy gets the final touch and out for a line ball or a throw in, and that's really the first, I suppose, end-to-end
a bit of excitement there.
Intense passage of play, really.
Yeah, Sean Fitzpatrick is unlucky there. Another great run and a good save by Dara Kavanagh in the goal for Delasalle. And in fairness to Little Turtle there, defending Killian Murphy, he works for us. We call him Little Turtle. He done a great bit of defending there, so he was. But he's after giving him a bit of space now, close the gap.
And that was a dangerous sort of a shot across the goal by Shane O'Brien, but there was no one at the end of it, and out for a throw in at the far side.
There's plenty of pace in both teams, as we've seen from that counter attack on both sides there. It was very quick, so there's loads of pace on show.
Good control. The pass forward is a good bit too heavy, and Dara Kavanagh is there quickly to gather it up and set Delasalle underway again. Dapo Abadoye is quickly onto this one. There was a bad touch, but it's lost again, and Alessandro De Sanctis managed to redeem the situation there.
Yeah, Dapo seems to be getting the ball caught under his feet a few times. He's not getting it out and getting his legs going. Oh.
And Tyg English's tackle, I think, was a little bit of a foul, and the referee, I think, has given the free.
It was a free all day long, and in fairness to the referee Mark Hogan, he gave a great advantage a few minutes ago to let CBS in. So that one was a free. To be honest,
we haven't seen too many fouls in the game so far. It's been well played. It's been well refereed, but it's also been well played. The players are not really
no crap.
Sean Hearn now, and that ball is a bit heavy, kept in play by Paul Burns.
I'd personally like to see the CBS closing the gap a little bit earlier. For me, they're allowing Delasalle to turn and face him, and Delasalle look like they have players all over the park that can create stuff, so they should be trying to keep him facing towards their own goal and instead of letting them turn so easily.
And the CBS have a throw in, a poor ball out of the fence from Delasalle. Good battle for possession there, and St Mary's CBS have won a free. There was some very good endeavour there by Dapo Abadoye to keep working hard when he lost it.
Yeah, he lost it and won the free, and he's put Wexford in a nice position that they can try and build something. It's their first kind of free kick in and around this area. It's probably a little bit straight in front of goal to try and create something, but maybe Bill might be able to deliver something. But
it's always that awkward type of position where it's difficult to put a type of a cross in, and then it's nearly too far out to be taking a shot. So
yeah, just the likes of them, you just have to try and put it in around a melting pot, and hopefully something will break and your forward will react quicker.
So the ball sent in from Bill Pear. It falls out here. As far as Shane Cullen, who pulls the trigger, it falls. There's a good chance here. And the shot has been blasted over the bar, and I don't think there's been a better shot or a better chance for either side yet.
That was clear open. That was it was a clear chance. The linesman kept his flag down. So as we said, when it lands in the melting pot, you're hoping that your centre forward reacts the quickest. He reacted the quickest, but unfortunately the shot was over the bar.
Yeah, a real missed opportunity there for St Mary's CBS, and a real let off for Delasalle.
He had more time than he thinks, I presume, so it's a lot easier for us up here, Peter.
It certainly is, yeah. There was a little bit of time, but he wasn't to know that perhaps. But it's still St Mary's CBS keeping the pressure on. Shane Cullen, Alessandro De Sanctis is there, and I thought he might have got the last touch, but it's out for a goal kick.
A goal kick, and in fairness to Shane, he's picking up an awful lot of scrappy ball there. He's buzzing around the midfield. He's won a 3 in there. It seems like Tyke and Fionn Walsh are sitting, and Shane is playing a little bit further forward. And he's picking up a load of ball there, and it's just gone over his head now.
Tyke English with a solid header on that one. Played here to Shane O'Brien, an excellent tackle in defence, as Enniscorthy player Killian Murphy is down injured, but it's going to be paused now to check on the well-being of Murphy. That was a good tackle.
Yeah, in fairness to Little Turtle, he's put in two good tackles there. To be honest with you, I was getting on to him to start eating a bit of food. He's only skin and bone for a centre half. So, but no, he's after putting in 2 rock solid tackles. He's a lovely footballer, is Killian. Real quiet chap. He's on the fringes of the Rovers A-team squad there this year, but yeah, he seems to be okay. Hand on his hip, so he should be alright.
And the free is going to be taken by Bill Pear. Plays it across to Jamie Donnelly. An opportunity maybe to put one into the box, but just a little bit of hesitation there gives the initiative back to Delasalle, and they have a chance to go on the attack again. Fionn Walsh tries to play it to Dapo Abadoye, and it's won by Abadoye, and a chance for Enniscorthy to go on the attack. The ball is played in and deflected out for a corner kick, and a chance for Enniscorthy again, Nicky.
Yeah, another corner and something to build on. The game is swinging. It looked like Waterford had settled, and now Enniscorthy CBS are settling. So it's nip and tuck between both of them. I don't think there's a whole lot between either side, but hopefully a good set piece now. No.
And that was an awkward ball. It just landed in front of the goalkeeper's lap there. Sean Fitzpatrick sends it in, and it's all on the bounce of the ball now. Fionn Walsh tries to send it back in again. And now Delasalle have an opportunity themselves to go on the attack. Jack Toomey here, being tracked by Bill Pear, but Toomey gets past Pear, and there's an opportunity now for Delasalle if the ball is good. A great interception by Jamie Keeley-Gregory at the far side, and out for a throw-in.
Yeah, there was a counter-attack on there if Toomey had got his head up a couple of seconds earlier. But another good piece of defending there by Jamie Kiley, and he has his head on it.
Chance now for Delasalle, as it's well defended again by the CBS defence. Tyke English tries to come out with it. Shane Cullen a little bit hasty with the clearance maybe, but safety first. Safety
first is right, and in fairness to CBS, they got around him in numbers there, and they closed them out quite well. The back four have looked quite tight there for CBS. Barred a couple of long balls over the top. They've defended with everything quite well.
Battle for possession at the far side. Breaks here to Sean Fitzpatrick. Ball forward to Dapo Abadoye. I think he'd have to be an Olympic sprinter to be able to catch that one.
Dapo is quite quick, and he is a sprinter, but He wasn't going to catch that. He wouldn't have caught it on 150. Wow, hard luck, Sean.
There was a good chance there for Sean Fitzpatrick to rob it, but it's back to the goalkeeper, Derek Havnett. Forward now to Shane O'Brien. O'Brien's first touch let him down, and it gave an opportunity for Bill Pear to break onto it. Played over here, but Dapo is offside.
Yeah, Dapo was a little bit lazier getting out that time, and Bill is letting him know that he was lazy getting out, but it's unfortunate because Bill was after doing a lot of hard work coming through the middle, and Dapo was just a little bit slow getting out.
And that kick from Derek Havnett has gone out for a throw-in.
CBS have a great fan club over there. Maybe Wexford FC should hire him.
There's plenty of noise being made in the stand here in Ferrycarrig Park, certainly. Killian Murphy with the header away. Breaks here to Shane O'Brien. Over to far side. Evan Ryan has found himself at the opposite side of the field. He was lively in the opening stages. The ball in towards the box. Getting a hand to it was Paul Burns who clears it. Falls here to Anthony Adenopo. Back to Jack Toomey. He looked for a moment as if he was going to shoot, and he did. There might have been maybe a hint of an offside if the ball had got into Shane O'Brien, but it's cleared now by Bill Pear.
Yeah, great piece of goalkeeping from Paul. He's not the biggest chap in the world, but he came out commanding and got a strong fist on that. Good goalkeeping. Sean Fitzpatrick's doing an awful lot of running there on his own, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's trying to, I suppose, put so much pressure on the Delasalle lads that they make a mistake. But
yeah, he's kind of on his own if they do make a mistake.
And there's a real good chance here for Shane O'Brien. He's got the right side of the defence, but the lineswoman at the far side has the flag up, and I suppose it's a game of inches at times, and that was quite close, I think, Nicky.
Yeah, it looked tight. It looked like the chap was only after getting a run on Killian, but it's another long ball that they're definitely going to have to try and look at and maybe drop somebody out into that. But Delasalle seem to be quite comfortable. It looks like it's their game plan. Play around the back and then just deliver a long ball over the top.
Falls here to Anthony Adenopo. Ball inside to Jack Toomey. Tries to set Sean Hearn on his way, but spotting the danger quickly was Killian Murphy.
Yeah, Killian was quick to react.
Shane O'Brien tries to lay it off, and there was a foul there on Romeo Akachukwa, and a real good opportunity now for Delasalle to go on the attack here.
Yeah, quite a soft free kick to give away. It's one of them that should be. It was more laziness than anything. I always tell guys run with him instead of just giving away a soft free, because Jack Toomey now looks like he's setting up. He's having a good look at the goal, so potentially he might be looking to whip this in maybe.
And we've a really nice angle to see it here. The CBS have gone with 3 in the wall. Toomey to take it, sends it in, doesn't go for the shot, sends it in across. It's a dangerous ball, and Paul Burns just manages to. No, or maybe he didn't just manage. It's in the lines. The flag is up at the far side. Is it for offside, Nicky? It looks possibly that the signal is offside. A big
so
important
moment here. Small bit of confusion anyway.
It was very close to being over the line. Offside. So a little let off there, a slight mistake by Paul Burns to drop the ball, but
slight mistake. It was hard to see where the offside came, but she was obviously in a better position than we are. We're the other side of the pitch, but I'm sure the CBS will accept it.
Ball flicked on at the far side. Tyke English is up high. Liam Doyle there tries to take it down, and did manage to take it down and just couldn't quite land right under his feet for him, and Delasalle have it again. Mattis Grinnis goes back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper would have to be good here. He's under a lot of pressure. Does well, plays it out.
He did do well, but it's kind of better pressure than from Enniscorthy CBS that time. They never let him to settle, so if you're going to press, you might as well put the full pressure on.
Bill Pear with the clearance again. Comes off the head of Sean Fitzpatrick, cleared back by Sean Hearn. Over towards Matthew Elliott, but he couldn't quite get it under control, and the crowd are pleased at the far side with that one.
Yeah, they are. They're making enough noise, all right, so they're quite happy.
A really long throw in up towards Liam Doyle. Rising high there was Anthony Ebenoye, and a Delasalle throw in. Good defending by Jamie Keeley-Gregory. Another throw in for Delasalle. We've had plenty of throw-ins in the game so far.
We have. We surely have, Peter.
Bill Pear goes back to the goalkeeper, Paul Burns, who gets a good connection with the clearance. Just kept in play by Sean Hearn. One back by St Mary's CBS. Sent forward by Dapo Abadoye. The goalkeeper's way out off the line. Connects with that one, sends it back. And a lazy touch maybe by Anthony Adenopo that time. And
yeah, he went to it very lazily, and in fairness to Jamie Donnelly, I think he was quite lucky he didn't give a free away there. He hacked at the legs a couple of times there, and the referee was quite lenient.
Good solid header there by Mattis Grinnis to send the ball over the line. Good run made at the back by Sean Fitzpatrick. Sent across towards Shane Cullen and deflected out for a corner. All I thought it was, but out for a goal kick.
The linesman, Peter, he obviously was in a better position though, so he decided different. But it was a nice bit of play. They seemed to get a little bit of joy every time they come down this the CBS right flank. They're after getting in there 2 or 3 times down this side. So it may be a weak point in Delasalle's defence. And
that kick out, Fionn Walsh gets to it first for CBS, sent forward by Tyke English. Almost got through as far as Sean Fitzpatrick, but Jack Toomey is here to send it over to Anthony Adenopo. Cuts back inside, tries to create a bit of room, and the foul by Tyke English there. He just had enough to put him off balance. It was, I suppose, one of the softer ones we've seen, but there was enough maybe just to cause him to stumble over.
Yeah, as I said a few minutes ago, them ones they're kind of lazy. It's sometimes it's harder to chase somebody, and some people just trip him up, and Tyke left his foot in maybe there. It was soft, but it's a free kick, and it puts Delasalle in a great position now, and it caused them a little bit of hassle the last time with the delivery. So a different chap has taken the free this time. It's number 11, Evan Ryan, so they might be trying something different. I think he had the free kick at the start there where he hit the wall, so they're giving him another opportunity this time. Enniscorthy line has gone back quite deep. They're right on the edge of the 6-yard box, so it's quite a deep line. They're not giving Paul a whole lot of time to react if
there is a deflection on it or anything. The ball sent in by Evan Ryan. There is a deflection on it. Comes back off the post. Falls there. Where's it going to land? Pinballs around and eventually falls into the welcome arms of Paul Burns. And what a let off that is for St Mary's CBS.
Yeah, they were way too deep there, especially with the size profile of Waterford. Delasalle, they were too deep to give Paul no chance at all there, really. And
the header, I couldn't quite pick out who got the head to it, but it was a really good header, and I suppose 3 inches a little bit to the left, and it was 1-0 to Delasalle.
Easily, maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches, and it had clipped the post and maybe nestled in the corner. Delasalle are finishing strong here now. There are only a couple of minutes left in this half.
And Shane O'Brien, I'm not sure how he ended up on the ground like that, but I don't think he was fouled, and the referee didn't think so either.
No, he looked like he was going to play for Peter, and Mark Hogan never bought it.
Liam Doyle now has his hands on the ball.
Yeah, with the size of Paul in the goal, they have to keep the line higher off of him, because otherwise he has no opportunity in something a delivery like that.
So it's St Mary's CBS now have the ball up the right end from their point of view.
Very little movement out of CBS there.
Breaks to Shane Cullen, just inside the penalty box, back to Sean Fitzpatrick, sent across, and just a few inches above the head of Liam Doyle, almost a really, well, it was a good ball, but almost perfect.
Yeah, it was a great ball, and if Liam was a couple of inches taller, maybe the height of Niall Quinn, he'd have got it, but it was a good bit of play, and a little bit of joy down CBS right side again.
And now Anthony Adenopo has a chance to carry it forward for Delasalle. Still Adenopo, there's an option at the back post. Adenopo plays it back now as far as Jack Toomey. Is he going to shoot? The touch was a little heavy. Killian Murphy comes flying in, and I think the referee is going to give a free, and I think Murphy was just half second too late there, Nicky.
He was, he didn't, but the intent was there to foul. So there was obviously no advantage there for Jack Toomey, was it? Who was on the ball. So it's the same distance out, but this time it's on a different angle. So there's 5 or 6 frees in around that area now that the CBS have been given away. So
and it's come from good Delasalle pressure. They've been good at getting the ball forward quickly, and yeah,
they're moving. Their counter-attack looks quite quick. They have 3 or 4 lads who are very, very good.
So it's going to be Evan Ryan again, or maybe it's going to be Tony Ebenoye. Both of them are there over it. It's left to Ryan. Shot is taken, and Paul Burns deals with it.
Yeah, another good save from Paul. They'll have to stop these free kicks because they will create something out of it, but a simple enough save, even though it came through a body of people.
Flag English now takes it down, tries to pick out Liam Doyle. Back with Delasalle again. Sean Hearn with the ball forward, tries to pick out Shane O'Brien, but Killian Murphy is there to clear his lines.
Killian just played simple there. He wasn't going to take any chances. He maybe could have played it back to the goalkeeper, but with only a minute or 2 left in the half, if we're in injury time, maybe he was right and deal with the second situation.
Ball played in, good touch by Shane O'Brien, well defended by Killian Murphy. Played out here to Sean Fitzpatrick, and it's out for a CBS throw in. Some impressive defending by Killian Murphy there. There was a good touch by Shane O'Brien. He tried to turn him, but Murphy was fairly solid.
Yeah, in fairness to Little Turtle, he's after growing into the game. There's been a bit of pressure on him the last 10 minutes of this half, and he's done very well. Fair play to him.
Liam Doyle.
Liam looks like a strong chap.
And a foul on Doyle. Well. Yeah, he was really in. He was going nowhere as such. He was caught, but managed to win the free.
He done very well there. In fairness to him, there was 3 or 4 Delasalle chaps around him, and he held them off and won the free and released the pressure on the CBS.
Bill Pear maybe didn't connect with that one as well as he had with previous ones, as it's cleared and dealt with. And that's the end of the first half here as the referee Mark Hogan blows the half-time whistle. And we've had no goals but plenty of opportunities, Nicky.
Yeah, loads of opportunities. three very good opportunities for Enniscorthy CBS. I'm sure they'll be quite disappointed they didn't take, and obviously then the goal that was disallowed then for Delasalle, and they had another good opportunity there, the one to hit the post. So yeah, a very even game in fairness. There's not a whole lot between them all, but yeah, sure, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the second half, the standard might be up a little bit, and maybe we'll see a goal or two in the favour of CBS.
Hopefully so. We'll be back in a few minutes with coverage of that second half. I haven't spotted any changes on either side yet, Nicky. I'm sure we'll probably have one or two as the game goes on, but I think we still have the same 22 out there as we had at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it looks that way at the minute anyway. Yeah, it very much likes the same 11 on both sides. So it is. I see John Burke heading down towards Lisa. Maybe John is a great football man. He would have managed many a team up in Gorey. Maybe he's going down to give a bit of advice down the corner. It's great to see John out and about.
So we're almost ready to go. Standing over the ball is Shane O'Brien, the number 9 from Delasalle. And the second half is underway, and that ball forward tries to put Jamie Donnelly under a bit of pressure in the corner. And of course we could have extra time and penalties here today if there's no goals. Nicky?
Yeah, we could do alright. I'm not sure when the last time Delasalle played, but I know the CBS were playing and during the week, and I'm sure they'd like to get it over and done with in a 90 minutes. Their legs might tire as the game go on. I'm sure it's a concern for the CBS management.
And the long throw in at the far side, dealt with by Matthias Grinnis there. Dapo Abadoye on it now. Tries to make inroads. Good pressure. The clearance deflected into the path here of Jamie Keeley-Gregory. Forward towards Dapo Abadoye, but reading it well was the Delasalle defence. This one is here with Bill Pear, who goes for the safe option to play it over the sideline.
Yeah, the two CBS centre halves, Bill and Little Turtle, seem to be quite content with just keeping it safe, getting back in position, turning around and defending the second ball.
Matthew Elliott tries to get that one under control, but Sean Fitzpatrick has it. The ball was just played behind Liam Doyle. We could see him trying to reach back for it, but his momentum was carrying him the other way. It's over the far side. Anthony Adenopo into the middle. Jack Toomey takes the shot, but it's a fairly wayward shot and out for a goal kick.
Definitely. I see Delasalle have pushed number 7, Romeo. I'm not going to try and pronounce his surname into the centre, but he seemingly is one of the players to watch. He's meant to be a very sought after talent down in Waterford. I think he's playing with Waterford FC. So he didn't get much joy out of Jamie Keeley in the first half, so he seemed to have gone into the centre. They must be trying to get him onto the ball a little bit more.
So the first kick out of the second half from Paul Burns. All of the Enniscorthy players are on this side of the field, Nicky.
Yeah, they're crowded right over, so, and they have offside. I'd agree with it. I thought Dapo started, and with somebody with Dapo's pace, he doesn't need to give he doesn't need a head start on anybody. He should be well able to pass him out. He was offside that time, all right.
Long ball forward, just carries a bit over the head of the intended target. Good first touch by Tony Ebenoy there, and there's a chance for Shane O'Brien. No offside. This is a real good chance. O'Brien, a great save by Paul Burns, and the second time of asking. What brilliant goalkeeping that is by Paul Burns. He raised his hand just to get the flick on it, and then was quickly up off the ground to get the second.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic there. Two great saves from Paul. A nice little bit of play from Waterford. Number 8, Tony Ebenoy. He's a powerful unit there, travelling through the centre. He came up through centre half and 2 fantastic saves by Paul Burns in the goal. He kept CBS in that.
And the referee has spotted a foul at the far side.
Waterford's definitely started this half with a little bit of more intensity and a bit more direct.
In possession at the far side is Sean Hearn. He does really well to create a bit of space, but that one is bread and butter to Paul Burns.
Yeah, CBS need to take a small bit of the sting out of this, maybe string 2 or 3 passes together and keep the ball for a second instead of kicking it off like that. They need Sean Fitz and them to get the ball in and control the game a little bit now, take the sting out of Delasalle.
Tony Evanoy again, ball into the middle. Reading it well was Fionn Walsh. Just caught in possession a little bit there, but maybe fouled, and the referee has awarded St Mary's CBS the free from just around the centre of the field.
Yeah, another free, alright. He done well to win it. 2 or 3 lads around him, and hopefully the CBS will start playing a little bit of football now and not give it straight back to Delasalle.
Bill Pear is going to be the one to send this one probably into the edge of the box.
It's a fantastic ball.
Falls to Tig English. Can he pull the trigger? The shot is taken and it's just gone off to the right, left and wide, and good opportunity there. English did well to take it down. He
done very well. It was a fantastic ball from the distance. Bill Pear he struck it there sweet with his left foot, but he drilled it in. So it's a very, very hard ball to defend when they're coming at such power and pace. So a fantastic ball by Bill, and Tig was quite unlucky hitting it on the turn.
So Derek Kavanagh now with his first kick out of the second half. A good solid header from Tig English. Liam Doyle gets his foot to it and gets it the second time, and he's probably fouled there, and the referee has awarded a free to St Mary's CBS. And after that real good Delasalle chance, they really have responded quite well in the last couple of minutes, Nicky.
Yeah, they have. They've definitely responded. That was another good bit of play by Liam there. He invited the challenge and he accepted the free, so he did. But I've been very interested in the battle between Tig English and number 6 for Delasalle, Alexandro. I think they call him Ali for short. He came very highly recommended, and 2 of them are cancelling each other out. Another great ball.
Bill Fair with a dangerous ball in. Well dealt with. The header from Jack Toomey out here as far as Evan Ryan. Back to Toomey again. That was really good play by Jack Toomey there, Nicky.
Yeah, very good play. He looks very comfortable, Jack does. We mentioned him before the game. He looks like he's a decent player, and Delasalle now are facing the CBS again. Shane O'Brien tries to get it across and does. Cleared by Jamie Donnelly out as far as Sean Fitzpatrick. Mattis Grinnis is there putting the pressure on and does very well. Anthony Adenopo now. Can he get the space to pull the trigger across here as far as Romeo Akachukwu? Adenopo again, tackled by Jamie Donnelly, forces him to go back. Very well defended by Jamie, actually. He faced him up and kept him going backwards. Alessandro De Sanctis is going to pull the trigger from very long range, but it's going to take a good shot to beat Paul Burns in the form he's in today. Yeah, and very good hands from Paul. Sometimes you see goalkeepers slapping that around a corner, around the post, should I say, for a corner. But no, he used his feet, got across the goal and held possession, so good goalkeeping all round. Ball falls to Shane Cullen. Tig English flicks it up into the air. De Sanctis is there to win the header. Good play from Delasalle here. Evan Ryan. Back inside to Shane O'Brien. There's room at the far side if they switch to play. That's an excellent ball over towards Anthony Adenopo at the far side. Good strength. Back to Jack Toomey. Patient build up from Delasalle. Adenopo tries to cut back inside. Well robbed from him by Fionn Walsh, and Walsh did well the second time of asking as well. Sean Fitzpatrick's touch maybe just went a bit of stray there as Delasalle have it back again. The ball forward, but it's too heavy, and the danger is averted from now. Yeah, 2 very good tackles there by Fionn in the centre midfield, one after the other, and He was unfortunate. Oh, Dapo's in, is he?
Great chance here for Dapo Abadoye here. Good defending by Mateus Grinnis, but it falls to Dapo Abadoye again, and good save by the goalkeeper, Derek Havnett. It's going to be difficult to beat either goalkeeper here. I think we have two excellent goalkeepers on display. That's a push in the back and a free to Delasalle, but what a chance.
Yeah, fantastic opportunity. Came out of nothing, and Dapo was like a live wire onto it. He never really had the ball under control. I thought he was after missing the opportunity, but then he got the shot away, and a very good save by Derek Havnett in the goal. So, in fairness to the two goalkeepers, they've been excellent. It could have been 2-2 at this stage, but the two goalkeepers have been brilliant so far today.
So the free at the far side. Jack Toomey tries to send it in. There's a slip at the back, but Bill Pear still manages to get the head to it.
Even though he was on his arse.
Liam Doyle. Toe pokes it, and there's a deflection. Shane Cullen now driving forward with it, off here to Sean Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to skip around Matthew Elliott, and it was well blocked out here as far as Jamie Keely-Gregory, who sends it in towards the middle. There's a good chance there. Was it a push? No, the referee waves his head. The crowd think it was a push, but the referee doesn't, and that's the only opinion that matters, Nicky.
That's it. So, look, I've seen him given, but it would have been very, very harsh. Scobie got in front, but you have to have a little bit of physical contact. We can't take that out of the game completely. It is gone out of the professional game, but I'd like to see a little bit more physicality in the game.
Yeah, I think the defender did well, in fairness to him.
Yes,
and the ball falls here to Evan Ryan. Good pass forward to De Sanctis. Tyke English is trying to put him under pressure, and as you said a few minutes ago, this has been a good battle, and I'm not quite sure that the ball came off the Enniscorthy man last. I think that's...
he's given a free kick, has he?
Well, if it's a throw, it's the wrong decision. There was an argument for a free kick, but it certainly shouldn't be a Delasalle throw-in anyway.
No, definitely not, Peter. And it has been a very good battle between the two of them. I'd say they've come up against each other in League of Ireland. Tig was with a little bit of Wexford Youths and things.
So it is a free. So yeah. So 11 minutes gone in the second half here, and it's been a livelier 11 minutes than we saw in the first half, I think, Nicky.
It has, and I think we have Lara on the clock this time, correct, have we, Peter?
Seems to be. Evan Ryan now. Good ball in, well defended. I think it was Tyke English again who got his head to it. Plays it out, falls to Dapo Abadoye here. Can he get away? Or maybe can Liam Doyle get away? The ball just fell awkwardly there, and just the touch was far, far too heavy.
That's it. If Liam and Dapo had switched positions that time, it would have been fantastic, because that's where Dapo's at his best, running with the ball at his feet. So touch too heavy, but they're creating chances. The game is opening up.
And I suppose the games generally do open up as players get that little bit more tired, and they're not able to cover maybe the same ground as they were covering in the first half, and spaces are created that way as well. That's
it. And then again, you relax as the game goes on too, so you might take a few chances, and the nerves, I'm sure these young men, it's a lot of the biggest games a lot of them will have played, so they'll be nervous there for a while.
And it's here now, Jamie Keely-Gregory, the header into the middle. Tyke English tries to get it down, but couldn't manage it. Shane O'Brien now for Delasalle. He had no one further forward. Goes sideways over to Anthony Adenopo. There's a bit of room on the near side here for Evan Ryan, who's drifted forward, but Adenopo still has possession of it. Back to Shane O'Brien.
What a ball.
Interesting technique there. The ball bobbles around and it's cleared.
Fantastic delivery there by Shane O'Brien with the outside of his right foot. It was coming across him. A very, very hard technique to do, but it was a fantastic ball in.
Back here with Derek Havnett. Calmly plays it forward, but the ball took a bit of a bobble over the foot of Tony Ebenoye that time, but there's another bobble there as well, which just took the bounce a bit awkward for Shane O'Brien.
Yeah, it has. As the pitch is drying out down here in Ferrycarrick, Dapo's in again.
And it's well defended, we have to say, by Sean Hearn there. He managed to clear it out towards the far side. Kept in play by Abadoye. Good defending in Again, Jack Toomey, a combination of Jack Toomey and Sean Hearn there, win it back for Delasalle.
Yeah, he was well held up now, in fairness. They doubled up on him, took the ball back, and they never gave it away. They came out and they played football out from the back. Delasalle did that time.
The Sanctus now. Forward towards Romeo Akachekwa. Challenged by Jamie Donnelly. Forces him out towards the sideline. Good defending by the fullback there.
Yeah, in fairness to Jamie Donnelly, he's been rock solid there all day. He's come up against a couple of tough lads, and he's defended solid all day. Dapo's in because no, you're wrong.
No.
He started in his own half. We have a great view of that, and unfortunately, Dapo started that time in his own half. That was an unfortunate mistake by the line person.
Yeah, it was tight, but I think he just, when he took off on the run, he had his foot just inside his own half there, as Nicky said, and I suppose he's so fast that he covered a lot of ground, and it made him look a bit more offside than he was, I think, maybe. But
maybe so. Maybe we could be wrong. Maybe Lar will prove us wrong. But I thought there from the look of it, he was offside, and it just goes to show how hard it is. You only have a split second there to have a look at these things.
Free forward, Fionn Walsh wins it. Tries to set up Liam Doyle, but the pass was just mishit. Walsh wins it back again. Forward here, Killian Murphy gets to it. Well, actually getting there first was Shane O'Brien, and it was a foul, but there wasn't much more in it than that. There was two lads going for the ball, and O'Brien got there slightly ahead of Murphy.
He did, and Little Turtle hasn't pulled out yet anyway in any of his tackles today. So I think there could be a card coming. It's his second or third tackle today that he's after giving away frees in, but he was a little bit unlucky. O'Brien was quite cute. He played the ball around the corner before Killian got there.
So a chance now for Delasalle. Evan Ryan has his hands on the ball.
Couple of the CBS supporters in front of us are not happy with the yellow card, I think, but I think it was his third or fourth tackle today, wasn't it, Peter?
Yeah, probably slightly late, I think. So about 30 metres out, Evan Ryan opts to chip it in towards the edge of the box, and it's a dangerous ball. It could fall anywhere, and it's a penalty to Delasalle. We had our view shielded here by the number of bodies in the box that time, but the referee was fairly adamant. It's a penalty to Delasalle. Nicky?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I can't see where it came from. Goalkeeper normally they get the benefit of the doubt there coming out, but obviously Mark is after seeing something that we didn't see. But it looked quite harsh. Just looking at it here now in a replay. So yeah, it was a great delivery from a square ball, really.
I'm not sure there was an awful lot.
No, very little. Very, very little in it. If I had to say it, I think it's quite harsh penalty now, to be honest. So I don't think Delasalle would have been shouting for a penalty if Mark had have given a goal kick there, but no, quite harsh on Paul Burns in the goal there.
So the man who's going to take it is Anthony Adenopo, and he's going to face up with Paul Burns, who's up after the injury. So a very big moment in this game.
A massive moment. I heard the Delasalle management shouting at this chap number 10, Anthony, to strike a few shots. So obviously he must have quite a good strike on him. So
Anthony Adenopo and Paul Burns, and it's saved by Paul Burns. A big moment in the game here as Paul Burns manages to save that penalty. It wasn't the most powerfully struck penalty in the world, Nicky.
No, definitely not. And to be honest with you, justice was served there, because I didn't think it was a penalty to start with. And fair play to Paul Burns. He's having a fantastic game so far. And while it wasn't the greatest penalty, the goalkeeper still has to judge the right way and save it. So fair play to Paul. Great save.
And we have a throw in all the way back in the Delasalle half.
CBS supporters are getting right stuck into it today.
So we eventually have the throw in to be taken in the right place. And we have yet another throw in at the far side. So the game is entering its, I suppose, its crucial moments as Delasalle are on the attack again. Killian Murphy is there to clear it.
Very well read from Killian that time. Again, he's had a great game so far.
Ball played forward is quite poor. Shane Cullen, I think it was.
Yeah, Shane. He had more time than he thought. He could have picked out the pass. He knew it himself the minute he hit it. He was remonstrating with himself there for a few seconds. Strange to see we don't have any movement on either bench or anything like that at the moment.
We have movement here in the forward line for St Mary's CBS. It falls here to Sean Fitzpatrick. Can he get the ball out from under his feet? Fitzpatrick with the shot is blocked. Good block by Matthias Grinnis. Falls to Liam Doyle. Doyle pulls the trigger and there was a tackle there that didn't win the ball anyway, Nicky.
No, he didn't, and I suppose it's kind of 50-50 mark. Gave advantage for him getting off the shot, but maybe he might have connected to it better if there hadn't been the tackle. So it was quite a high tackle. He was quite lucky to get away with it, actually. So better play again from Liam. He picked it up there. We're just getting a look at the replay again there now. Sean. Yeah, it was just slightly after the shot was got away, so you can understand a little bit why Mark hadn't given it. But very good play from Liam to pick up the ball off of Alexandro that time on the edge of the 18-yard box. He nipped it off of him. So we have a sub. Have we sub coming? No?
I think he's just collecting the water bottle as St Mary's CBS are on the attack again. Sean Fitzpatrick, the overhead kick. Oh, just wide from Liam Doyle. Was there fingertips on it? No. There's going to be a kick out, but a good chance there. Liam Doyle was very enterprising in his attempt there.
He was. Fair play to him. He kind of caught us by surprise, didn't he? It was a fantastic chance to try and take with an overhead kick that time. Came out of nowhere.
So Delasalle go short with the kick out, sent forward by Tony Ebanoye. Sent back towards Dafo Abadoye here, and St Mary's CBS have a chance in towards Liam Doyle again. The ball is just a bit heavy into the goalkeeper, Derek Kavanagh, who launches Jack Toomey away. Toomey with the ball forward, intercepted by Jamie Keeley-Gregory. Good crossfield ball. Just carried a little bit far for Romeo Akachukwu there, but it was, I suppose, the right idea, as they say.
Yeah, a great switch of play. Sometimes it's the best way of catching out defence, switching across field. But it's been a strange game here. It's kind of Delasalle have grabbed it for a couple of minutes, and then here's CBS in no.
Sean Hearn at the far side, or it's not Sean Hearn, sorry, it's Matthias Grinnis there, forward to Jack Toomey. Long ball forward, dealt with by Killian Murphy. The header goes very high. Taken down. Another header by Murphy, sends it back. But Delasalle have plenty of bodies forward at the moment. Anthony Adenopo. The ball is a bit loose. Tyg English gets his head to it but can't keep it in play. Out for a Delasalle throw in.
As I was saying, it seems no team has grabbed the game really, have the Peter. Delasalle have a few minutes on top, and then Enniscorthy CBS have their few minutes on top. So it's nip and tuck.
I suppose that's mainly down to how evenly matched both sides are.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. There's very little in it.
Tony Ebenoy goes back to Derek Havnett. No pressure on Kavanagh as he tries to pick out a ball at the far side. Well picked out. Ball further forward towards Romeo Akachuka there. Manages to keep it in play. Into the middle here. Shane O'Brien with a chance. Still O'Brien. It's opened up here. Falls to Evan Ryan. The shot has gone way over the bar, and Ryan's finishing touch let him down a little bit there, Nicky.
He did all right, but some very, very good play over on the left wing for Delasalle there. They were patient and they opened up the CBS, and maybe young Ryan should have come into it on his left. He tried to open himself up and place it with his right foot when maybe the opportunity suited a left footer coming in onto that, but it was another good opportunity.
So we're just over halfway through the second half here in Ferry Carrick Park, and the score remains 0-0. There have been plenty of chances on both sides, and the biggest chance of them all was that penalty miss from Delasalle, which took place a few minutes ago. An excellent save from Paul Burns, whose kick out that time went very much astray, and he looks to be limping slightly there, Paul, or Nicky.
Maybe he might have from the collision with when the time the penalty incident occurred, but normally his kicking is quite good, so.
And another one sent in. Burns is off the line. There's a bit of room here. I'm not sure that he intended to send it to Fitzpatrick that way, but it got to him.
I don't think so. And CBS needs Sean to get into the game. He's probably their best one. Well, he's definitely one of those players that need him to get going a little bit more.
Fionn Walsh with it now in towards Liam Doyle, and that is probably a penalty for St Mary's CBS. And a penalty at the other end of the field now. A great ball, well won by Fionn Walsh. A great ball in towards Liam Doyle. It was very well weighted. Doyle showed great strength, and the defender managed to take him down.
What a fantastic ball. An absolutely fantastic ball there from Fionn Walsh. And in fairness to Liam, he's been strong running there through the middle since he moved back in there. But a fantastic ball from Fionn. Lovely weight on it, and they got the penalty out of it. And as you said, Sean Fitzpatrick is getting ready to step up and hit it.
So it's Sean Fitzpatrick against Derek Havnett this time. Few whistles, and we'll see what happens. And a great save by Derek Havnett. A fantastic save. That was a well-struck penalty, and Kavanagh really got well down to his right-hand side.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I think that's as good a save as you're going to see. His right hand was fully outstretched there. What a fantastic save. Fantastic save. Just getting ready to look at the
Sanctus now plays it in, and at the other end there was almost a chance for Delasalle, but we've seen two penalty saves here. That was the more difficult penalty to save, there's no doubt, Nicky.
Oh, no doubt. Now just looking at it here, to the replay of it here, and from open play that time, it looked like an absolutely fantastic down low, well struck penalty, and what a fantastic save by the goalkeeper. A very, very strong hand, in fairness to him. So two goalkeepers are the main men at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, we've certainly two good goalkeepers on display here. It'd be interesting to see if it does go as far as penalties, how the two of them fare out in the penalty shootout. We could be here all day in the form they're in.
Yeah, we could be. So we could well be. And Delasalle are making their first change.
Yeah, number 15, Conor McCabe, has been brought into the action. And it's number 11, Evan Ryan, has been called ashore. He was lively enough, particularly in the first half, I thought, Nicky.
Yeah, he was. And he had that opportunity there a few seconds ago for Delasalle, but
chance for CBS now, and it just wouldn't come out under the feet of Shane Cullen. Falls here to Ty English. English tries to send it in. Kavanagh is confidently off the line to win that one.
Yeah, good goalkeeping again as well. So lovely bit of play by Jack Toomey there with a back heel. Fantastic bit of play.
Here now with Toomey again. Played into the middle to De Sanctis. Off to Toomey. Out here to Conor McCabe, it was left, and the shot was it a shot or a cross, but either way it's gone wide anyway.
Either, you could have classed it as either. You've seen some of them swoop into the top corner over a goalkeeper. But that Toomey chap looks like he's a very good footballer. He looks very confident and he's very controlled in the centre midfield there. So he doesn't look like somebody who does be ever under pressure.
So the kick out from Paul Burns. Gets a better connection on at that time. Jamie Donnelly with the header. And it's out over the line. Dara Kavanagh now takes his time at the back. The clearance is up the middle, breaking onto it. Killian Murphy gets a strong header to it. Are both sides beginning to tire that little bit, Nicky?
It looks like it. It looks like it. It's that should allow the really good footballers a little bit more time and space. So to do, especially the CBS midfield, look like they're tiring.
And that was very close to being a foul as well. But the free is going the other way for a handball, I think the signal was.
Yeah, he must have fell on it. I don't know how you give a free for that, but CBS will take it now at this stage.
A good long ball here towards Liam Doyle. He's been a good target man for the CBS so far in the game. Very strong player. Tries to get around Matthias Grinnis. Good defended by Grinnis. He looks to be a solid defender as well, and it's deflected over the line. In
fairness to Liam, he looks like an old school centre forward, doesn't he? You get the ball up to him, he holds it up. He's strong, he's pacey. He's always looking to try and get Sean Fitz, Patrick and Dapo involved. The boys probably need to get up a little bit quicker with the midfield to support him. But he's led the line very well, but he's looking very tired now.
Battle for possession at the far side. Very close to the corner flag. Kicked out by Akachukwa. Still hasn't been cleared by Delasalle. And handball is spotted there. The ricochet, really, there wasn't very much you could do about it.
No, not a whole lot.
I think that rule was changed a year or two ago, Nicky. Was it the interpretation of the handball?
It was. Sometimes the interpretations of the referees haven't changed, but he could have let play on there. I don't think anybody's really calling for it. Stopping and starting.
So a long ball forward. Killian Murphy wins it. Out here to Conor McCabe. Ball inside. It was just stumbled there by Shane O'Brien. Manages to get it out to Matthew Elliott. And that one has come off the foot of Shane O'Brien last and out for a goal kick.
Well defended again by Bill. He didn't panic. He just let it run out over the line. Bill has had a decent game in centre half today.
So we're well into the last 15 minutes here in Ferry Carrick Park. An entertaining game in the Dr. Tony O'Neill FAI School Senior Cup semi-final. The winner plays St. Eunan's of Letterkenny, who won their semi-final a couple of days ago, and that ball forward from De Sanctis is very much astray, and Paul Burns has plenty of time to deal with it.
Any word on where the final's being played, Peter?
I've no idea. I'm sure if St. Mary's CBS get to it, they'd be hoping for it to be here, but it's fairly unlikely if it's the team from Letterkenny that will be playing it here. But
true, you never know. It could be home or away. I'm sure they wouldn't mind travelling to Letterkenny either to get a few days off school.
So we have a free in now for Delasalle. Taken quickly, sent over towards the far side. Good work by Akachukwu there at the far side, and Shane Cullen gets his toe to it to send it out for a corner kick and has gone down injured in the process.
Yeah, you'd be hoping to get up, because if he gets treatment, he'll have to leave the field of play, and it'll leave you down to 10 men defending a corner. So you'd be hoping he'd get back to his feet. Romeo seems to have come into the game a little bit this half. He looks quite how shall I put it, a lazy footballer, but he looks very technically gifted.
And that's a very gifted ball in, and Paul Burns does well to deal with it. He was under a lot of pressure there.
He was. It looked like he was after getting caught on the wrong side, but he got it on the second grasp.
Ball up towards Dapo Abadoye. Manages to get around the first defender. Trying to get around the second. The trigger is pulled. Derek Kavanagh saves it. And it's cleared. Out for a throw-in.
Another good piece of play by Dapo, and another fine save, in fairness to the keeper. It was straight enough at him, but he dealt with it quite well. Jamie has a long throw in, so hopefully this can benefit.
Yeah, it certainly is a long throw in. Rory Delap will be proud of that one. The ball breaks, and it's Sean Hearn who brings it away up the line towards Anthony Adenopo. Fionn Walsh is there to try and challenge him, but Adenopo shows good strength and skill, and the ball is out for a throw in.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't look overly happy over there. He was obviously looking for a throw-in. He's had a steady game over there, has Jamie. Anthony is quite a big chap, and he looks very athletic. And Jamie has footed him the whole time in any foot races, so he's done a great job over there.
There's plenty of shouting at the far side. I'm not 100% sure what it's for, but we have a man down injured at the moment anyway, and it's Tony Evanoye.
I think they're arguing about where the throw-in's been taken from, are they? I think they're telling him it's further back up the field, but in fairness to Mark, he's not listening to any of them. Oh, the shouting has won.
The shouting has worked, yeah. So the throw-in has been brought back to the Delasalle half of the field.
The CBS cheerleaders are flying it.
And one falls here to Bill Pear, who goes for the Route 1 approach, but it's won back by Delasalle again. Over here to Conor McCabe. Lost by him. Well won by Jamie Keely Gregory there. Delasalle again. Encouraged to have a go from the mentors here as it falls to Shane Cullen. The clearance is immediate from Cullen, sends down towards Sean Fitzpatrick, but rising highest was Tony Evanoye. Romeo Akachukwu now. Plays it over to Conor McCabe here. Off to Matthew Elliott, but that was very well defended by Jamie Keely there.
Yeah, he was outnumbered 2v1. A bit of a lazy ball by Conor McCabe that time. If it was more precise, I think the chap might have got around Jamie, but Jamie done very well in fairness with 2v1, and he's on the ball again now. This time he just kicked it away a little bit hopelessly, but
a shot from Conor O'Brien has gone wide, or Shane O'Brien has gone wide, and we've under the 10 minutes to go now, and 7 minutes to go in fact, plus whatever injury time the referee decides to play.
Yeah, this is where the nerves might start coming back into it, because one mistake here now could potentially lead to something, and Enniscorthy CBS midfield are looking quite tired. So they are. They have a couple of good chaps on the bench with Dylan Brown and Dara Furlong and Keane O'Connor to play midfield for their clubs. So could potentially looking at one of them coming in.
Stapo Abadoye at the ball, the far side, tries to carry it in. Was that a handball or was it a hit his face? It falls back to Dapo again. Being challenged over there at the far side by Romeo Akachukwa. Good ball across, falls to Tyke English now. Just wouldn't fall for him to have a shot. Plays it out here to Jamie Keely-Gregory. Sent in towards the edge of the box, and there was a header on it, but it didn't quite fall for Shane Cullen.
No, it didn't, and in fairness to Shane, he's done well to get himself into the box. He was the most forward player there, even though he's a midfielder.
And I think there were about 3 Enniscorthy men offside there, and the ball falls to 1 or 2 of them, but it's a second passage of play, as they say, and Dapo Abadoye takes the shot, but it's going to take a better shot than that to beat Kavanagh from that distance.
No, he was never going to trouble with that one on his left, so it looked like a tired looking shot. So, but it's opening up again. You can definitely tell the legs are getting tired there on both sets of players.
Matthew Elliott now, back to Shane O'Brien. Good ball in, just carries a little bit too far for Anthony Adenopo, but it was almost perfect again.
Yeah, in fairness to Shane, first time I've ever seen him, but he looks very comfortable with the ball on either foot there. And that time he delivered it with his left foot, and a few minutes ago before it was one with the outside of his right boot. So he looks very comfortable, and that was a very good ball in that time.
And the kick out taken. There was appeals for a push in the back there. Bill Pear rises high, gets ahead to it, deflects around. Pear gets a foot to it again. Falls Jamie Donnelly with a long clearance. There's a ball for the speedy Enniscorthy forwards to chase. Sean Fitzpatrick is the one who got his foot to it, but couldn't lay it off to Liam Doyle.
No, it was probably the best he could do with it. The ball bounced quite high. He tried to feed Liam, who made a run inside his shoulder.
And a header there from Bill Pear falls to Shane O'Brien. Fionn Walsh is trying to tackle him. O'Brien gets there, lays it off as far as Tony Adenopo across field, and a great interception by Fionn Walsh, and the ball is deflected out for a offside, I think. An offside according to the linesman's flag here. 3.5 minutes to go, Nicky.
Yeah, a great defending that time from Jamie Kiley. He stood him up, forced him back out, and when the ball was delivered, Fionn was awake, and he done very well there to intercept. So the last couple of minutes, it's really squeaky bum time now at this stage, isn't it?
Yeah, a big few minutes now for both sides. Whoever can keep their composure, I suppose, and it all comes down to maybe a little bit of luck too. When you have two teams that are evenly matched, it could be the bounce of the ball or a small little unforced error or anything at all, really. But
yeah, definitely. And even though they're all very young lads in their sporting career, when you look out across them, an awful lot of them have played at a high standard of football. So they should be well able to handle the pressure themselves.
Ball won back by Delasalle. Matthew Elliott across to Tony Evanoy. Good play by the goalkeeper. Out here to Matthew Elliott again. Conor McCabe inside to Jack Toomey. There's plenty of room at the far side. All the Enniscorthy players are again at this side of the field, so the attempt from Tony Evanoy was to cross the ball to a teammate at the far side.
Yeah, switch of play again, wasn't it? So.
And good defending by Jamie Donnelly again, and out for an Enniscorthy throw in. And Killian Murphy with the clearance as far as Tyke English. Jack Toomey now. Lofted ball forward, but a little bit too far. Paul Burns off the line to gather that one. Clearance out here to or Shane O'Brien. Has a bit of space now to look up and survey his options. Out to Romeo Akachukwu at the far side.
Yeah. I think the CBS should start stepping up to try and win it, because you don't want to sit back now. Jamie done that, and he done excellent twice. In fairness to Jamie, he's had a fantastic game. A right full back.
Ball forward from Sean Fitzpatrick towards Shane Cullen, but he couldn't keep it in play, and there was some very good defending by Jamie Donnelly there.
Yeah, he done very well. The last thing you need now in the last couple of minutes is to be sitting on the edge of your 18-yard box, because you just don't have a chance. If somebody does break through, there's nothing you can do. So I'd like to see the CBS be pushed up the pitch just a small bit. Try win the ball up a little bit further up the pitch. It's easier said than done. They're tired legs, but we can't invite Delasalle onto him. So
we're almost into injury time here in Ferry Carrick Park. Who's going to, or is anyone going to get the breakthrough in the last few minutes of injury time here, or will we have a little bit more time to play?
I suppose it'll come down to what the referee has on at a time. He hasn't signalled anything as of yet, has he?
Not that I've seen anyway. Jack Toomey here now tries to send it across to Conor McCabe. Well taken down. Ball into the middle. Matthew Elliott tries to get it back to McCabe, but it's a loose ball. Can CBS turn defence into attack here? Sean Fitzpatrick. And there's the full-time whistle blown by the referee, Mark Hogan. There wasn't very much injury time to be played, Nicky, and we'll have extra time here. We'll
have a bit of extra time. In fairness, the second half was a lot better than the first half. Obviously with the two penalties, and there was a good bit of excitement. So it'll be interesting to see now, do both squads use their bench, or how they're going to settle this. But look, it's been nip and tuck. There's absolutely zero between the teams. So it'll be interesting to see how extra time plays out.
So we'll just take a little rest here in the commentary box, and we'll be back with coverage of extra time in a few minutes. Ball back with the goalkeeper. Forward towards Conor McCabe, who laid it off to Matthew Elliott, but he took his eye off it. And
yeah, Conor hasn't really got into it since he came in. So it'll be interesting to see. He obviously has fresher legs, so we'll see what happens.
And Delasalle throw in this time. Liam Doyle with a chance to break onto this one. Getting there first was Tony Ebanoye, who deflects it out for another throw in at the far side.
Yeah, Liam done well just to put the pressure on him, just put enough pressure on him for him to knock it out for a throw in a dangerous position. As we said earlier on, Jamie has a very long throw in, so hopefully they can capitalise on this.
It is
a fantastic throw in.
All the way in towards the goalkeeper, Darragh Kavanagh, who has it under control.
It's nearly as good as a corner.
Yeah, it certainly is a great advantage for a team to have when it's long and accurate as well, Nicky. That
yeah. Oh, Scobie's in.
A great chance here for Shane Cullen, play on, and chance for Enniscorthy CBS, and it's a goal. The opening goal of the game comes very early on in extra time. Shane Cullen, there was a bit of confusion in the Delasalle defence. There was certainly one Enniscorthy player offside, but according to the linesman, it wasn't Shane Cullen.
No, it'll be interesting to see the replay. It'll come up now in a couple of seconds for us. But Waterford just seemed to switch off there. There was a big hole, and Shane Cullen snuck in. In fairness to him, he's covered an awful lot of ground, and he was very, very cool there. So he was very cool when he was in front of the goal. And it was just a long ball in by Jamie Donnelly, I think, wasn't it? He hooked it. No,
He wasn't offside. No, he wasn't.
He was onside. It looked like number 3, Sean Ahern, had kept him on. It was close, but from the replay, it looked like he was onside. So a great goal, and CBS are 1 up. Peter.
Just for the viewers at home, we're watching the live stream here, which is a few seconds behind the actual event, so that's why we're able to watch the I suppose a replay of it. And it did seem as if there was one Enniscorthy player offside, but it wasn't Shane Cullen who the ball broke to, and a little bit of fortune, as we said, was going to take. It was going to take a little bit of fortune either way for one team to break the deadlock here.
And that's it. So now you hope that the CBS stay on the front foot. Sometimes when a team gets a goal up, they might sit back and invite Delasalle back on them. But let's hope that they're brave and they continue to go forward, and they're in again.
Taiga across here, English across towards Dapo Abadoye. The ball breaks. Dapo, Derek Kavanagh's off the line, but Abadoye is still there battling away for it.
He could do with some help.
And the ball is eventually cleared by Romeo Akachukwu there, out as far as Anthony Adenopo, and that was certainly a foul by Shane Cullen, and I think the referee is going for the pocket here, Nicky, and we couldn't blame him, I think.
No, I couldn't blame him. Scobie, as he's known to the lads in town, it was quite a silly free to give away there out on the line. There was no danger where he was. They were running the ball out over the line. Maybe Jamie Donnelly was a little bit lucky. He kicked the ball in after as well, so they're lucky that 2 of them didn't pick up a yellow, but let's hope they stay on the front foot now.
So backs to the wall time for Delasalle. How will they respond? Mattis Grinnis looks as though he's going to be the one to take the free. Will he launch it all the way in, or will they try and string a few passes together? I'm not 100% sure what the delay is.
No, the linesman and the referee have been chatting, and maybe Jamie hasn't gotten away with it. The linesman picked it up. So the officials are working together on this, so which is good to see. Maybe not so for Jamie, but in fairness to the lads, they got the decision right on that now.
So plenty of noise being made by the CBS students in the stand at the far side as Grinnis takes this free. It's sent long. Solid header from Bill Pear, sends it out towards the wing here, and then a Enniscorthy throw in.
Yeah, a good strong header from Pill. So and in fairness now, they're trying to take a little bit of a sting out of the game now. So
ball played back towards the goalkeeper Kavanagh. He's out off the line. It's certainly not difficult to spot him with the luminous yellow jersey, but he's done a very good job so far.
No, it's a fine goalkeeper outfit, all right. And in fairness to him, he's been excellent today. And that's a fantastic kick. Play it back to him.
And there wasn't much he could do about the goal, really. It was a fairly point blank effort. As Delasalle have possession again. Jack Toomey now. Just ball gets caught in his feet there. Luckily for them, Shane O'Brien is onto it. But it's lost Jamie Donnelly. The long clearance. And there's a chance here.
Sean Fitzpatrick breaking onto it, and there's a push in the back there. And are we in red card territory there, Nicky? Who knows? Potentially it could be. He was the last man, and I suppose he has denied a goal scoring opportunity. The rule did change a few years ago on it, the double jeopardy rule, and obviously Mark has gone with the double jeopardy rule. But in fairness to Little Turtle, Killian Murphy and Jamie Donnelly, they've been excellent on the right side of the CBS defence. Them two crowded out that ball, and Jamie Donnelly played a lovely ball over the top for Sean Fitz to run onto. But we're just looking at it here now, and
Matthew Elliott is the player. A slight push in the back. It was certainly a foul. I think you'd be very... I think you'd feel very hard done by to be sent off for it, I think, in fairness.
Could have been, yeah. I'd agree with you there, Peter. And as we said earlier on in the commentary, you like to see a small bit of physicality in it, and it was shoulder to shoulder, free kick, yellow card. We move on.
And Bill Pear takes this one. He's going for the post. It comes off one of the members of the wall, and Dara Kavanagh is there to deal with it. Sets Conor McCabe on the way. Good interception by Liam Doyle, wins it back. Back with Delasalle again, but Jamie Keely-Gregory is really tenacious at the far side there. He's chasing down everything that's moving over there, Nicky.
Yeah, they're getting right stuck in fairness to him, and I suppose it helps with the home crowd cheering on every tackle and every pass they're getting, so it will give him an extra 5%.
And it's over with Keely-Gregory again. Long ball, no offside, it's sent in just far enough for Dara Kavanagh to get his head to it, and out for a throw in.
That's one of the rules that I think frustrates everybody. Sean Fitz was actually offside. The linesman was waiting for him to touch it, and Dara Kavanagh had to come out and add to it, which for me is a stupid rule. But who are we to complain about?
It is, because if Sean Fitzpatrick wasn't there, Kavanagh would have been able to just calmly gather the ball if he hadn't been in the offside position. So it put the Delasalle defence under extra pressure because the player was offside. So
that's it. So it's one of them. It's one of them stupid rules that are made up in some office in Geneva, unfortunately.
And Jake Lacey-Keane is about to be brought in here for Romeo Akachukwu.
Yeah, Romeo never got into the game at all today. He looks technically very good, but he didn't get much of the ball today. In fairness, the two fullbacks, Jamie Kiley and Jamie Donnelly done well on him. So, and then when he moved to the centre, Killian done well on him. So
clearance from Fionn Walsh is well over the line. Definitely a safety first ply there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Second ball on the pitch now.
So we go again with the throw in.
We go again when the throw is right.
Throw in. Well done, Walsh gets to it and wins it back for St Mary's CBS. Off to Sean Fitzpatrick. Shane Cullen now forward to Tyke English, and there's a foul.
A good foul for Tyke as well. Relieves the pressure. And in fairness to Fionn Walsh, he's actually really impressed me since half time. He's won an awful lot of, shall we say, dirty ball, but his distribution has been very good as well. He's not one of the chaps I would have known much about before he came in, but he's really impressed since he came in.
So with that action, referee Mark Hogan has called half-time and extra time here with Enniscorthy. CBS winning at the moment, a goal to no score, and the goal from Shane Cullen in midway through the first half here of extra time has really put Enniscorthy in the driving seat, Nicky.
Yeah, they have. They've 10 more minutes. It'll probably feel like a lifetime for the lads on the management side on the line for the CBS. But in fairness to them, they played very well in that 10 minutes. They've got the goal. They haven't given up any opportunities, and hopefully the next 10 minutes they'll do something very similar. Hopefully. It'll be up to Delasalle now to throw everything at him and see can the CBS hold on to it.
Referee's just giving the players a minute to get a drop of water here before the quick turnaround.
It's unusual, the CBS. They haven't made any sub at all at the minute. They're obviously quite happy with what the lads are doing out there.
And the long ball forward from the throw-in was trying to set Sean Fitzpatrick on the way, and I think that was very close, but obviously the linesman is looking directly down the line. So it's a throw-in for Delasalle. Header from Shane Cullen, deflects it out for another throw-in. We could hear the shout there of Bill Pear encouraging Jamie Keely to let it run, and he did, and the clearance from Pear falls down here between Fitzpatrick and Elliott. The header back from Elliott is a good one, and Dara Kavanagh calmly deals with that one. Over towards the sub who was brought in, Jake Lacey-Keane.
Yeah, it was a great call from Bill, wasn't it? Loud and clear and very decisive. And another one from Paul Burns, that time the goalkeeper. So obviously the lads are growing a little bit in confidence.
And Paul Burns managed to gather that one up anyway and take a little sting out of the game. Every 10 or 20 seconds wasted counts here as Paul Burns sends it long.
Kick.
Elliott gets the header to it, but it's not cleared. Dapo Abadoye is onto it. Liam Doyle is across into the middle. It's a good ball, falls into the path of Doyle. Can he get it out and get a shot away? Falls to Liam Doyle. The shot is just tipped over the crossbar by Dara Kavanagh, and that was almost 2-0. And
yeah, Liam never looked like he had it under control, but he still got a great shot away. Another fine stop there from Dara in the goal. In fairness to Liam, he's worked like a Trojan up there the whole game. And that was a great spot by Dapo over on the right wing to find Liam's run through the middle, and he got the shot off.
The corner's in and comfortably dealt with in the goal again. Chance for Delasalle to go on the counter-attack.
Oh.
And the foul there, there's an advantage being played. Across into the middle, Jack Toomey. The shot is taken, but there was a bobble just before it got to the boot of Lacey-Keane, and Matthias Guinness there, but cleared, and there's a race now between Sean Hearn and Dapo Abadoye. Hearn plays it back to the goalkeeper, who has to be calm here, and he is out to Matthew Elliott.
Yeah, the pitch has been quite bobbly. As you can see, the ball is bouncing the whole way around, which is disappointing for such a facility down here.
It could probably do with being rolled maybe a few times with a heavy roller, but there's a chance for Delasalle, and the shot has been blasted over the bar by Shane O'Brien. And
yeah, Shane has looked like the most live wire for Delasalle up front, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's certainly been dangerous enough there.
Yeah, and as we spoke earlier on, it's his left or his right foot. If it drops to either of them, he doesn't mind having a pop. But yeah, going back to the pitch, it's quite bobbly, and hopefully from here on in, the weather's only going to get finer, so they mightn't get an opportunity to have it done before the League of Ireland season is in full flow.
So the kick out taken. Header by Jack Toomey. Clearance by Jamie Donnelly was sliced and out for a throw-in. Guinness now. Good defending by a combination of Enniscorthy players. The referee maybe has spotted a foul by Killian Murphy maybe.
It looks like it. Killian is going to have to be careful. He's on a yellow, but I think your man had a grip of Killian's jersey. It was a bit of
6 of one, half a dozen of the other, Nicky, I think, was it?
That's exactly it. I was trying to think of something to say, Peter, but you bet me to it.
So a free now and a chance for Delasalle to put a good ball into the danger zone. It's
a dangerous position. It's one that they can really whip in, and it's something similar to what in the first half there where Enniscorthy were deep. They're quite deep again.
Michael Carroll to take. Sends it in high. Is it too high? It's there, headed at the back post, cleared by Killian Murphy. Delasalle still have possession, but not in the area of the field they want to have it.
No.
Fionn Walsh again strong in defence, clears it up towards Abadoye. And the ball has been let run wide at the far side.
Done well again there, didn't he? He used his strength, stood over it and guided it out.
So at about 4 minutes of the second half of extra time to go here, St Mary's CBS still lead 1-0. That goal from Shane Cullen in the first half of extra time is the difference at the moment between the sides. If you're joining us late in the day, both sides missed second half penalties. It was Delasalle's turn first. It was a good save by Paul Burns. The second penalty was the St Mary's CBS men, and that was brilliantly saved by Derek Kavanagh. A really low shot, and the referee has spotted another foul in the centre circle.
Yeah, another foul. Look at it, it's wasting up, it's eating up valuable time. I see Bill Pear is in the centre of his defence down there. He's organising, trying to scream and pull players in around. He'll be one of the most experienced lads in the CBS, so hopefully they're listening to him.
Ball falls here, and the shot is taken by Conor McCabe, and that's sent well to the left and wide.
And I suppose this is where the gamesmanship comes into things. They're not really going looking for the football or anything like that, so and they're just trying to kill every second of this as we speak.
And Enniscorthy are making a sub.
Dylan Brown.
So Dylan Brown is going to be brought on. Nicky?
Yeah, Dylan. He was on the county youths team there with Pádraig Wihi this year. To be honest with you, I thought he was unlucky not to get a run today, the semi-final in Galway. He's played a few games with the Mine A team. He'd be a nephew of Councillor Aidan Brown, and he can play in a number of positions. It looks like he might be going over to fill in on the right wing ahead of Jamie Donnelly. He's a young chap. He's only 16, so he has a bright future ahead of him, and he's a very, very good footballer.
So Dylan Brown into the action for Sean Fitzpatrick as Dapo Abadoye has it at the far side. Kicks it forward to himself, and we see the speed that he has here. Can he create a goal opportunity? Cross, and Derek Kavanagh is there. I'm not 100%, maybe he was in two minds as to whether to take the shot or play a pass, and in the end really did neither, I suppose.
No, he done. It looked like Tig had got up to support him. Maybe the pullback could have suited him. But Dapo, you're onside there. Yeah, he kind of got caught in two minds there, and he was unlucky.
Jack Toomey now. The two number 4s at the far side, Murphy and Toomey. And it's cleared by Jamie Donnelly out for a corner, and the goalkeeper is going to come up and lend his support to this one. We saw him get a good header in a clearance at the other end of the field in the first half of extra time.
Yeah, he's going up. It's, as we said earlier on, they're going to throw everything. We're in the last minute of it, so they're going to push everything. And in fairness to Delasalle, they've delivered quite a few good balls into the box. They've been.
And if ever they need one now anyway,
yeah.
Nicky, because if this is won by Enniscorthy and cleared down, it's going to eat up most of that minutes that's left.
Most definitely, and sure, for our own connections, we're hoping it's not a good ball.
But it is a good ball.
Well done,
punched by Paul Burns, breaks out here to the edge of the box. Across, Dapo Abadoye is there. First touch is loose, and Delasalle have it back again. Another ball into the box. Jack Toomey is up high. Kavanagh is up high as well. Getting his head to it there was Fionn Walsh. And there's some foul been spotted and a free to Enniscorthy. I didn't spot a foul there, Nicky, but I suppose as Wexford men we'll take it.
Oh, we'll surely take it. Look, it'll lead up with obviously the referee Mark Hogan is only a couple of yards away. He's a lot closer to us, so we'll take that free kick all day long. And if I was Bill, I'd leave it there and I'd let the goalkeeper take it, and I'd hit a corner flag with it.
And Bill Pears tried to hit the corner flag with it, but it's Delasalle who have it back as far as Derek Kavanagh. High ball up towards the centre circle here. Getting a good head to it was Dylan Brown. Kicked up forward again. Jamie Donnelly and Fionn Walsh are converging on this one. There's a bit of hesitation there, and it's won by Anthony Adenopo. Back to Adenopo again. Fionn Walsh is there to get a toe on it, or maybe he didn't get a toe on it, and that hesitation in defence there has given the last chance maybe to Delasalle.
Yeah, definitely. You would have liked to have seen one of the lads grab it, whether it was Fionn or Jamie Donnelly. In fairness to the two of them, they've been excellent today. It would have nice to seen one of them grab it and move the ball further up the pitch, but this is in a dangerous area, and Anthony Ebenoy is going out to hit it, and let's be honest, he's 6'4" or 5". I probably prefer him in the box. Would you, Peter? Maybe we mightn't say that. It all depends on his delivery.
I think it's all about just kicking it as hard as you can in the direction of the goal and hoping that there's a fortunate touch on it. Maybe is.
It's one way of putting it.
And it is a goal for Delasalle. What a finish to this game. We're going to have penalties, I'd say, here. A goal for Delasalle. And he didn't kick it as hard as he could, but he kicked it hard enough to get into the bottom corner, Nicky. And it's all to play for now.
It's all to play for. And Jesus, an awful goal for the CBS to give away. We're just getting another look at it here ourselves. Unfortunately, time was up. And we expected it, and I suppose the CBS expected him to drill it, and he just placed it. He just went with the inside of his foot, it looked like, and he just placed it in, and it bet everybody.
There was surely a deflection maybe of some sort with all the bodies that had to go through, but maybe it head straight into the net. It just seemed to nearly trickle in nearly in the end.
It looked like Shane O'Brien, the last kick of the ball, it looked like Shane O'Brien threw his foot over it, and he caused the controversy on it, so... Look,
we're going to have the excitement of a shootout.
We are, and who's to bet against any of the goalkeepers? It's in fairness to the CBS boys, it's a terrible way to concede the last kick of the game. I'm sure they're devastated. It'll be like a defeat for them going into the penalties, where the Delasalle lads are obviously on a bit of a buzz. They got out of jail, so we'll have to wait and see now how it goes.
A second penalty shootout in a row for the CBS. They won the Leinster title on Monday in a penalty shootout, which they won 5-4.
Yeah, so up in Greystones, wasn't it? A fantastic win, and they have to go through it all again. They've showed great resilience, Peter. In fairness to them, they've a full game on Monday with extra time and penalties, and to go down today and bring this to a penalty shootout against the Delasalle team that were clear favourites. They've done the school proud so far, and please God they'll get over the shootout.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining and even two evenly matched teams have given it their all here today. We'll just take a very brief break while they're getting set up for the penalties here, and we'll be back in a minute or two.
Your man number 9 stepped over it, and sure, he just confused everybody. He just kind of threw a leg as if he was going to flick it, and he stepped over it.
Or do you know yet?
They normally go to that one.
Is there a toss for that as well, or is it just up to the referee?
It's up to the referee. Normally there'd be a toss, and you can sometimes they'll toss in our level. Then normally the referee just picks a side, but there'll be a toss to see who goes first or who doesn't. Yeah.
So the goal has been picked, and their goal going to be taking the penalties into the left-hand goal here as we're looking at it in Ferry Carrick Park. Very tense moments, every penalty shootout. I suppose you have guys who handle it differently. Some people get very nervous, and others are the picture of calmness on the outside anyway, Nicky.
Yeah, I'm sure the butterflies are going through every single one of them young lads out there on the pitch, and look, it's an awful way to end the game, but in fairness, it's been a very, very level game. There's very little between both teams today, and there has to be a winner, unfortunately, and today it comes down to the penalties. I'm just looking to my right hand side, and I see Sean Fitzpatrick, who would probably definitely, he missed the penalty during the game, but I'm sure he'd have been confident he'd have stepped up to hit another one. He was took off there, and so look at, this is what it comes down to. So I'm even a little nervous myself.
Referee just gone through a few instructions for the two goalkeepers, I presume, telling them to stay in their line and things like that.
That's it. Yeah, there was a new rule introduced. They can't move off. Well, it's been in force years.
It's not a new rule, but it's more rigorously
they're enforcing it now. A little bit more. You'll see it on the telly and things like that. The movement, they can move across the line, but they cannot make any movement forward. So it's called encroachment, I think, is how they say it. So it'll be interesting to see now who comes first, what way they've decided, and
I think it's going to be St Mary's CBS to take the kick first, judging by the way the goalkeepers are positioned.
Looks like it, and if they can go and get a goal, it always puts the pressure. So it's always nice to maybe go first, as long as you score the first one.
Maybe not.
No, they surprised us.
So the first penalty taker is going to be Shane O'Brien, who is very impressive throughout the game for Delasalle. Shane O'Brien against Paul Burns.
Yeah, Shane has probably been one of the better players for Delasalle. He technically he looked very good during the game, and he looks quite confident there with the Jack Grealish look with his stockings around his ankles. So we'll see how this penalty goes.
And we have the added feature of the crowd as well. Shane O'Brien against Paul Burns, and it's saved. First penalty is saved by Paul Burns. A good start to the shootout for St Mary's CBS.
Yeah, a great start, and another great guess from Paul down low to his left hand side. Wasn't overly cleanly struck, but still a very good save in fairness.
And the first man to take the penalty for the CBS is Bill Pear. So it'll be Bill Pear against Derek Kavanagh, the captain of the side here for Enniscorthy men today.
Oh,
and that's saved as well. So we've seen 4 penalties in total throughout this game, and all 4 of them have been saved. The penalty shootout remains 0-0 after 1 penalty each, Nicky.
Yeah, 0-0. In fairness to Bill, it was well struck. Keeper made another fantastic save to his left also. These two goalkeepers have been absolutely fantastic today, and it's all level. It's all level.
So it's Tony Ebenoye against Burns. And a fantastic penalty low into the corner, and Delasalle go one up.
A good strike in fairness to him, and he puts the pressure on now. I think it's Liam coming up to hit his one, is it?
Liam Doyle.
In fairness, it was a good strike penalty there, wasn't it? And he was the goal scorer during the game as well. So
this business of both goalkeepers have done it now. This business of the goalkeepers walking out to the penalty spot should be just cut out, really, Nicky, shouldn't it?
Yes, it is. crap, actually, to be honest with you. So it should be done away with as well.
So Liam Doyle and Derek Havnett. And a great penalty by Liam Doyle, and it's 1-1.
He was very cool.
Threw the goalkeeper the wrong way that time. Maybe just waited till Kavanagh gave an indication as to which way he was going and calmly slotted it home. If the goalkeeper guesses the right way, they look a little bit timid, but when it goes right, it looks brilliant, Nicky.
Yeah, in fairness, he was very, very cool, very, very decisive, and he's had a fantastic game for the CBS today.
And this one is Matthew Elliott. Matthew Elliott against Paul Burns. And a good penalty. I think Burns got the top of his hand to it, Nicky, but
yeah, he got a hand to it. He was unlucky, but there was enough power in it to get it over the line. He gets right again, in fairness to Paul in the goal, and he was a little bit unlucky. It was a well struck penalty, that one.
Jamie Donnelly now. Third man up for St. Mary's CBS.
Yeah, Jamie's a great golfer. So he's out in Enniscorthy. So he is.
Well, will he try and chip this one in, or will he go for the power? But
we'll know now in 2 seconds, Peter.
And a save from Derek Havnett. Well saved.
He went with power.
And that's the advantage now to Delasalle after 3 penalties. It's Delasalle who lead 2-1. After 3 penalties each, I should say. Delasalle lead 2-1. The next man for Delasalle is Anthony Adenopo.
Anthony missed the penalty in the 90 minutes. So he's up to redeem himself this time.
So a big pressure moment.
Mark is making him replace the ball. He's adding a little bit more tension.
I think he was making him put it back onto the spot, but big moment. And a great penalty. Anthony Adenopo. 3-1 now, 4 penalties taken for Delasalle, and this has to be scored, Nicky, or else it's Delasalle are through.
Yeah, it has to be scored, and Dapo's has the long walk up to hit it. Dapo's experienced a big moment. He's played with Shamrock Rovers in Dublin. He's been up around a few clubs in Dublin. He's a sought after player. Shamrock Rovers in Enniscorthy are lucky to have him at the minute. So hopefully he has his shooting boots on.
Let's see now. Big moments. If this is saved, it's Delasalle into the final. And it's a brilliant penalty into the top corner. Dapo Abadoy. Fantastic penalty, great calmness.
Yeah, a great penalty, in fairness to Dapo. It's probably been the best penalty so far. He struck it with a bit of power and a bit of height, and there was no saving that. So,
and we're in a position now where if Jack Toomey scores this for Delasalle, they're the victors.
Yeah, in fairness to Jack, he had a very impressive game, especially the first half. He maybe went over a little bit as the game went on, but he was very, very impressive throughout. He's a big unit, in fairness to him, and
so big
chance.
Moments. Jack Toomey. And it's scored, and Delasalle are the victors in Ferry Carrick Park. They've pulled it out of the fire here with that last minute goal in extra time to bring it to penalties, and they've managed to win the penalty shootout here on a scoreline of 4-2. And heartbreak for St. Mary's CBS and Enniscorthy, Nicky.
Heartbreaking. You feel devastated for the lads out there. They gave absolutely everything for the school and for themselves. And Paul was unlucky. He got a boot to it. He just maybe went a little bit early. Actually, hold on. Is there something? There's something going on down here. I think Mark is... looking at something, is he?
No, I think he was just encouraging the Delasalle lads not to go over to the Enniscorthy students, I think.
Yes, I think that could have been it.
To keep a calm lid on things, I suppose.
Yeah, and look, as I was saying there, you'd be devastated for the Enniscorthy lads. There was absolutely nothing in it, even the same in the penalties. They gave everything, and I'm sure they're heartbroken, and the school and everybody will be super proud of them.
Certainly will. So that's all from us here in Ferrycarrig Park. It's been an epic afternoon. We've seen 90 minutes of normal time, which ended 0-0. We saw 2 goals in extra time, with that last kick of the game goal really from Delasalle to bring it to penalties, and then we've seen a penalty shootout where Delasalle came out on top. So we wish them the very best of luck in their final, which I presume will take place fairly shortly. I wasn't 100% sure of the date, but as far as I know, they play St. Eunan's of Letterkenny. So I'd say that'll be a good game. Best wishes to them, and thanks very much for joining us.
See yous now.